day one. Well, it's technically day 2 in Australia, but yesterday I had pretty much 0 hours sleep in 30 hours or more. So I just kind of went for a shakeout jog yesterday, found my way a little bit around, met up with 2 friends we're meeting up with this morning to go train. I'm actually going to a gym called Tora with 5 people that I've messaged before I came out, just to get a session in. So we're gonna go through this morning's session, but look at this view. Pool there on the right, beach is kind of down this way, and then shops, main road is kind of down here, and then this is just the apartment that I'm staying at the moment as well. Kitchen. Doing loads, I know cooking in there. I was actually also speaking to a friend about this yesterday when I got here, and it's about the concept that I spoke about the last video, about the lonely chapter. And it's weird because since I've actually been like traveling a bit more on my own and coming to Australia on my own, I feel less lonely, but alone. And that probably doesn't make sense, but the analogy that I tried to give it, it's like if you've had someone who's won £1 million in the lottery and lost it versus someone that's never had it, you never really understand what it's like to have that money in the first place anyway, so you don't feel either the loss or the benefit of having it. It's kind of like the same thing. If you're lonely within something when you know that you shouldn't be, it makes you feel a bit weird, but when you're alone and then not feeling lonely, it's because it's maybe where you're supposed to be at that time. So this is the gym that we're going to be training at day 1. It's called Tora. There's quite a few Hyrox guys here. We're just setting up for a workout. We're doing an EMOM with Ollie. There he is, main man. And then the session that we're doing today, Ollie's set up on the board. We're doing an EMOM. We've got this bad boy, Cal Rose, farmer's carry, 1,000 meter run. Basically 4 blocks split up with runs. But yeah, this gym is sick. Like, we've got a sled area, racks, bikes, ski, and then just a big old rig. So we're gonna get after it today. Probably gonna do a lot of training here with the guys because it's a sick cell. Where are we here, Will?
We're in Currumbin Valley.
Currumbin Valley. This is honestly the sickest place I've ever been. It feels like being in a different country to Australia just because of what the landscape's like. The water's so clear here. Like I was asking Will and Meg before, is that chimps in the trees? But it's these, what's the type of birds called? The birds?
Oh, the kookaburras.
The kookaburras.
Sound like monkeys.
Yeah, it sounds like monkeys, but this is honestly such a beautiful place. Like to visit on day 2, we got a sick workout in this morning. It's just been a wholesome day of learning more about Australia. First morning in Oz, well, first Monday morning in Oz, shall I say. It's taken me a couple of days just to find rhythm with timings, but got up like 4:30 this morning, come for a quick 5 AM walk. The way of life is just different here. If you said you get up at 4:30 at home, you'd think, what the fuck is going on? But here, I'll show you. Sunrise mornings, everyone's up and about walking, going to grab a coffee. Doesn't get better. Trained with this great crew yesterday. I'll pop a photo up here. James, who's a CrossFit athlete, Ollie, who works at the gym, obviously with Will and Meg, and I met a few other guys there. So it's been good to find people to train with straight away who are doing Hyrox and pushing themselves and wanting to push other people as well. But this morning, gonna grab a coffee, do some work, and then I'm gonna do a strength session today, and then might do some bike later and kind of just mooch around, find my feet, and to be honest, not do too much. Monday workout number 1. I've had to change things around a little bit today. So with programming for Hyrox obviously coming up in about 4 weeks now, intensity started to ramp up, volume starting to come down a little bit, but obviously yesterday I fucked up my knee. So I've changed today's session a little bit. Started with a 30-minute bike, just ramping up the wattage for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna do a bit of strength work there, and then a bit of ski for 30, anything just basically to take the emphasis off my knee. I think it's important that you do that with your own programming as well as listen to your body. Obviously, you've got a coach or programming, try and stick to it as best you can or work around it. Don't just force it. Pain doesn't mean that you can't do something. Pain is just an indicator to tell you to pull back, maybe from increased volume on that said area. We're gonna go and get a fat city pump now, hit some strength work and just get swole as fuck. Strength session done with the bike. We've got pull-ups, rows, and then some ab rollouts I need to do. That's more from physio because I'm not controlling my pelvis still enough when I'm running. And then I'm going to finish off with some 10 times 200 meter ski ergs just tick the box and keep the engine ticking over. I'll probably go a quicker pace, try and hold like an average like 130 to 135. What's going on? We've just done our first, I guess, real interval run in Australia. I think I'm 5 days in now. So a few days to get used to jet lag, but like living wise, I love it. Running's actually pretty difficult. Easy runs are okay. Interval, the first one this morning, felt like I'd literally shit my pants and I was being weighed down. It was, I think probably yesterday went to the beach, was a bit sunstroke. Yeah, and then energy just been a bit shit, but apart from that, training's been okay. I just don't feel the fittest I've been. I think I was probably fitter before Manchester last time. I've only got 3 weeks now, so I don't think I'm gonna get to peak fitness before Manchester running with Graham. But I wanted to share with you my 5 biggest lessons of 2024 today as well. I put this up on Instagram. I thought it'd be helpful for anyone who's going into the new year as well. I'm just thinking about things and thinking about more so undoing bad habits rather than setting new goals. Because I always think that's the better place to start, is eliminating things, looking where you're spending your time, where you're spending your money, and how those things are distracting you from the actual things that you want to achieve. So number 1 is, if you never quit, you can never fail. The ones who win in life get it wrong every day, but never lose belief. To keep showing up, even if it's shit, like today, shit run, but tomorrow I'll still show up again. Number 2, productivity trumps activity every day. It's easy to clock up hours of work, but if the hours aren't moving the needle, are they really productive? And that's one of the things I want to focus on 2025, is just stop sitting there doing work for the sake of doing work. I've spent the last 3 years doing that and avoiding what's actually important in life. Number 3, say no more often. We often feel bad for saying no to friends and family, but giving a soft yes without follow through lets people down more than a grateful no. Now, it's always difficult saying no sometimes because it's programmed in our DNA to conform to groups. So when we have to say no to someone, it really makes us feel like we are isolated from the group. But saying no will protect your time and stop somebody else living your life. Number 4, it's never too late to write a new story. Not everyone's story includes you. Focus on yours and make it epic. And that applies to me. Like, it doesn't matter where you're up to in life and how deeply rooted your roots and the tree that you planted are, there's always time to plant a new one. And lastly, if 2024 was a tough year for you, remember, this will be a story worth telling one day.
Hi, brother. What are you up to?
I was up at like 4:30, just went and trained, did some work, and got a few more bits of work to do. Got another training session later on, so double day today. So today's session, well, session number 2 of today is going to be, I just made up some strength work just because I missed some yesterday when I took a rest day. So I got all the L's times 8, banded kettlebell swings times 8, push-ups 20 reps times 3 on that one, part 2 pull-ups times 12, dumbbell Z press times 8, cable fly times 12, and then we're doing that times 3, and I've got the air work in a minute. But also we're at Will and Meg's today, so she's got some ski stuff and some row that she's going through. I'll just show you what she's doing actually. So this is Meg being an absolute weapon on the ski. How much ski have you got today?
I think it's 10k, but there's 2k of warm-up, so it's okay.
So you just,
Ski is actually not my strong point, so
everything's Meg's strong points. You just fucking, she's ripping it at the moment. And we'll chat to her in a minute when she stopped pulling the handles off the egg. And just so you know they're serious, look how many fucking number 1 spots there are on the wall as well.
I've only got whites.
Only white, that's how we deal. That's how we do.
I gotta hang on to that.
No big deal. 4K ski done. What have you just finished up?
I did a 9K ski.
Oh,
That was just your warm down, so that was disgusting.
You just fucking trumped me there, haven't you? Bruised my ego.
But yours was a warm down.
He's done a 4K ski, but I was trying to get like heart rate between 128 and 145, which is what I was laying off Hunter as well. Just because sometimes I get too quick. So just, me and Meg were speaking before about being more efficient as well with
slowness.
strokes.
I'm not good at either. I'm always, as in, my new coach is giving me ranges, and I always pick the higher one. So I need to just, I'm trying to pick dead in the middle now.
That's a sexy bit though, isn't it? The high ranges.
Just smash yourself.
If those slow pulls, the ones that like base builder, they're the ones that I need to like get comfortable doing and enjoy doing.
Yeah. I don't know how you check your heart rate when you're doing ski though. Like,
Realistically, this is probably the better thing to do is if you're watching this, is leave the heart rate marked on,
genius,
take the watch off, tie it on the road, tie it on the ski, and then you can watch.
Because I mean, I don't like wearing a heart rate monitor, but when I do it, it's like, what is that heart rate?
Meg doesn't like it because he stinks, basically.
They do
Yeah.
stink. But I also don't like the compression on it. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I should wear one though.
Yeah, it's like the cross between a bra and just smelling like arsehole 24/7.
Ben left his in our car, and I got in the car and was like, what is that smell? Like, what is wrong with that car? It's a brand new car. And I look on the floor and I see the heart rate monitor and I go,
Yeah, it's like when do you ever remember those big things in school when people used to break them, the gas, the fart gas, and they go off and we used to have them in school anyway, and that's what it stinks like. Here's Big Will Dog. Hit me with a quote or some kind of scripture. What's on the mind?
Oh, it's a cracker.
Come on, let's go.
Proverbs 14:23.
Big energy, let's go. Say it like you mean it. Come on.
I'll get into it. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk always leads to poverty.
Boom. There he is.
So we've already got the stand-up desk on, lads. We're in.
Mate, I love stand-up desk.
Man, you guys
Come
are
on.
sending it.
I think she did about 10k ski and about 6k worth of eggs, some strength. You're looking swole on this, by the way.
Man, I'm actually happy with how I've retained. I haven't trained in 5 weeks.
It's like a beast. Ready to bring it back.
Yeah, definitely. That's not a flex. I've been sick. I've been wanting to train, but man, heard some good news. Heard Hunter's coming out, so
The boys are getting there.
I'm pumped. I'm
boys
pumped
get
to have
it.
someone hit the track with.
So I guess we'll kind of shut off this week 1 of the Australia vlog by wishing you a happy new year. I'm about to go in for Friday's AM session. I've got some strength work and some running work, but so far I've been loving it. I feel like I've got a new lease of life. What I'm hoping to do in next week's vid, a couple of cool guys who are training at the gym, so I'm going to try and hook up with Ollie, and then there's a guy called James Newbury who some of you guys may know is a CrossFitter. He competed in High Rocks with Tia Claire Toomey 2 weeks ago. Trained with him on Sunday, really nice guy, so I'm going to try and link up with him just so we can like maybe get some High Rocks versus CrossFit stuff. Maybe. But if you enjoy this one and you're going to join along for the rest of the journey in Oz, however long I'm here for, then make sure to subscribe, like the vid, and see you next one.